Judy Greer. This is Bobby Lyle. He's a recovery specialist, and he's going to tell me
3 basic exercises for lower back pain.
excellent, which I think everyone has. I was standing here, and he walked up to me and asked me how long I'd had lower back pain, which first I thought he was a psychic because I hadn't spoken to him yet.
You kind of had a lot of symptoms, what I call the Peggy Bundy, started to happen. You've seen women when they start to walk and sort of have this thing, I'm exaggerating, but this type of thing that starts to go on. So addressing that, the things that we want to work on is releasing your hip flexors and releasing your hamstrings and IT bands. That sounds like a lot, but there are lots of simple things that you can do while you're sitting at work. You don't always have to be at a gym to address these problems. So we'll start with feet together.
Okay.
Slightly bend your right knee, putting all your weight into your left foot.
Okay.
And you're just going to take your hip out to the left and then slowly start to come over.
Oh.
Do you go ahead and you feel a stretch happening right there?
Yes.
And then if you want to go ahead and increase that, slowly start to twist. Making sure as you're doing that, that you're putting more pressure into that left foot. And then what we're going to do is twist over to your right as you press more weight down.
That one's harder.
Well, you're going to feel more of a stretch because we're lengthening the body a bit more. Okay, so there we've addressed the sides of the legs.
That's good.
Okay, nice. Another thing we can do is start addressing the hamstrings.
Okay.
Bend over from the waist, keeping the legs straight,
Okay.
keeping the back straight, bend the knees slightly,
Okay.
okay, where you feel the hamstrings engaged.
Yes.
Maybe not happily.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Hello, hamstrings.
And now from here, keeping that back down, extend the knees.
Ow!
Okay, it seems like that's stretching.
That works.
What we don't want to do is anything static. We want to constantly keep things moving, so it's a little bit at a time.
You always want to kind of finesse it.
You want to think a little bit at a time, almost like a first date. You want to just go ahead, relax it, make sure it feels comfortable.
Okay.
And then you can take it a little further. Okay, and now come on up. And then one last thing you can do for your hips. We can sit down. All right, just take your right foot and place it over your left knee.
Oh, I know this. Okay.
Yeah, this one's really, really simple. Place your right hand on top of the knee. And press it down ever so slightly while pulling it towards you. Down and then pulling in. And you can do the same thing by your foot.
Down and in.
And there, try to take your chest over the leg.
Oh, sweet, sweet pain.
And then come on up. And then another version, go ahead and curl over.
Curl over?
Here.
Okay.
And then, so as you can look right at the floor.
Oh.
Keep going.
Oh.
And you come on up. So those are 3 basic exercises for people with lower back pain.
Which is pretty much everyone.
Yes.
Not for long, though. Thanks, Bobby. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. This is Bobby Lyle, and he's a recovery specialist. He can just tell by looking at someone where they're jacked up, which is a technical term. Not really.